Hear ye, welcome to ye medieval times.
Now it's time for an episode of Sir Spam. Sir Spam is getting a lot more creative these days. Okay, so let's just start here. So blood pressure miracle. Don't stop eating bacon. Do this to cure your high cholesterol. I bet you if I open this email, it's going to say rub some bacon on it. Affordable burial insurance, because, once I rub the bacon, apparently I'll die. Have peace of mind. Just, get buried. And, they're still like, you're single. Meet some black people that are single, too. It's free to look. Jeff Frazee, yeah, this actually isn't spam. I accept their letters, but I just thought this was funny. This is big. Diaper coupons, because I guess I'm having some kids. Deer antler spray? What does that even mean? And I don't have a deer or antlers. Restore blood sugar. Oh, okay, that sounds normal. Suffer from tiredness, weight gain, or low self-esteem. How did they know?
Hear ye, welcome to the medieval times. A time much like your own, except the internet is broken. In all seriousness, the internet really is dead at my house, and so I figured this would be a good opportunity, instead of watching YouTube videos, to vlog with you. I hope you like the candles. I think they add a nice medieval touch.
Hello, Rachel. This is Karrie from the future speaking to you, and when I mean the future, I mean slightly in the future from when I filmed the rest of this video, which is because I could not find the papers that I was looking for, but I knew I would find them eventually, and I really wanted to share with you what I'm about to tell you. A while ago in my health class, freshman year at Liberty, I took the Myers-Briggs test, which is like a personality test, kind of similar to Strength Quest. I still have the results, I still have the papers and the test and everything, and so I thought it would be very interessante for me to retake the test and see what answers I got. And so the results were pretty interesting, but kind of predictable. Basically, this is how it works. There's 4 different things you can be labeled as, and each one there's 2 choices. For example, extroverted or introverted. And the next 2 are sensing or intuitive. The third one is thinking or feeling, and the last one is judging or perceiving. And I was an ENTP. That was what I scored my first time I took it in freshman year. However, this time, the only thing that changed was instead of being a thinking person, I was split directly down the middle between thinking and feeling. They rate you with points and stuff, and I have 10 and 10 on both sides. So I guess I'm feeling more things now in my heart. So that being said, I'm still going to consider myself an ENTP, and I will go ahead and read you the description of what that means. So extrovert. They tend to act first and think later and are open to meeting new people. I think that describes me. Intuitive. Thinking about the future, imaginative and creative, connections based on people. Thinking, or thinker, searching for facts, notices things, organized, expect conflicts. So apparently I should expect conflicts lurking around every corner. Perceiving, comfortable without a plan, tolerant of time pressure, avoid commitments. Wow, that sounds depressing. You now know why I'm not in a relationship. It also says perceiving people absorb ideas, are quick and accurate, have a deeper understanding of things, are resourceful, and follow through. Think through things rationally and logically, and don't forget feelings. So yeah, you can let me know down below if you think that's how I actually am. If not, then I guess you can tell me what you think I actually am, but be nice, because I have a heart too. Okay, back to you, Karrie from the past. So yeah, there's my personality test. Now, on to things I did during this week. Right now I'm currently reading this book called Death by Food Pyramid. It's quite interesting. It's all about how corporations and special interests rigged the food pyramid that was created in 1991, says the book. How that's affected us since then, why a lot of Americans are fat and overweight, but still somehow malnutritioned. Quite interesting. Available at the library if you want to get it. Or, of course, at anywhere books are sold. Not a sponsor. Also, if you happen to be one of the lucky ones who I really like, that's you. I have written a poem for my poetry class, which I will be sending your way. along with the letter attached, and, you know, some interesting things. So, hope you enjoy that. That's probably the only interesting thing, school-wise, that I would want to share with you. Also, this week was the first time I had to use Excel for work, and I just want to say that I hate Excel, okay? First of all, the title is ironic in of itself. It's like trying to tell you that if you use our spreadsheets, your business or work or whatever will excel. No, it won't, because it's so much work, okay? I mean, do you know how many times I had to go through for work and, like, change the colors of the boxes so they meant stuff, okay? Excel is stupid because I think there's way too many unnecessary cells just hanging around, like A through Z. I don't even need, like, M through Z. Can I just have A through F? Is that possible? Why do they have to just continue to use all those cells? It's a pain in the butt. Am I supposed to go back and, like, delete all of them? It's, like, counterintuitive. I don't understand why it's like that. Also, while I was talking about this, I just realized that maybe the reason they call it Excel is because there's cells. There's X amount of cells. Or maybe because A through X, cell, Excel. I don't know. I don't really care. The point is I prefer to file. Hate you, Excel. Also, this week, my little sister took a trip to the mountains. It's kind of like outdoor ed, but what her school does, it's called, like, Engage or something because the Bible's involved. I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't make this up, okay? Sound like she had a lot of fun, so that's good. Also, it was a little, how shall I say, quieter in our room, so I enjoyed the quiet for a little bit. Lastly, I have a quite interesting story to tell you this week. Since the internet's down, I can't read any portions from the article which sparked this interesting occurrence. However, link is in the description. More or less, this article was about how being social in public transportation, where most people tend to just sit like that, increases happiness. Reading through this article, it's basically telling you how in places where humans are forced to be quite close together, but they never talk, like especially elevators and buses and trams and subways, that kind of thing, it actually creates a lot of joy and happiness and what are those endorphins, that's what they're called, when you talk to people. So I was like, I'm gonna put this plan into action. Gonna be honest, I didn't do it the first couple times because I was rushing to class and everybody's like listening to their headphones, ignoring everyone else. So I didn't want to be like, hey, what'd you eat for breakfast? Because nobody wants to talk to you at that point. I stepped into an elevator and there was another girl, and that's less intimidating than it being a guy, first of all. Second of all, I was like, oh, I need to talk to her, I need to boost the world's happiness. What do I say? And sadly, the first thing I thought in my head was, I like your boots. But obviously, I wasn't going to say that. And she wasn't wearing boots, so can't do that. So I saw she had this cute tote, and it was like a heart with like a little sprout growing out of it. So to explain, it was like a green heart with like a little sprout like at the point of the heart, like right here, like growing out of it. So like, but out of the bottom. So I was like, oh, I like your tote. And she's like, oh, thanks. It was like one of those free totes you get when you go places. And, you know, so then we start talking about how free totes are great and how sometimes they'll ask you, do you want a pen, a water bottle, or a t-shirt, or a tote? And how she always gets totes. And so then we were talking about where we're from. And she's from Santa Ana, social work major. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. You know, we're all talking and whatever. And then she's like, so do you have Facebook? And I was like, no. I'm a loser, I know. I had a good feeling, though. I was like, but you can have my number. And yeah, maybe we can meet up sometime. She's like, okay. Like, she was really happy. She's like, this is so cool. I always try to meet people because there's not that many people in my major. And especially, most of them come from LA, so they're not near where I live. It was a good experience. I challenge you to talk to somebody in an elevator next time you have to ride in one. Something else exciting happened this week. I finally received my license plates. Cue the clip. The license plate is here. How do you run that? Let's just say Timothy got into the batteries, and I have a little clip of that too.
I said, well, I got those batteries.
What batteries? Wait, you mean these batteries?
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, these aren't batteries. These are lipstick.
Oh.
They look kind of like batteries, though, huh?
Mm-hmm. But they're all not.
But they're not. You're right. Is that weird?
Can I open it?
No, I don't want you to put all over everywhere.
Then someone have to clean up.
Yeah, and somebody has to clean it up.
Like who?
Like me.
You.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm super mad.
Yeah, then I'll be super mad. I'll be super sad because I'll have to clean it all up.
The weather's been a bit bipolar this week. Right now, it's extremely hot and sweltering, and I'm dying. But at the beginning of the week, it was raining for some reason, so I don't know about that. But I do have a clip of a beautiful rainbow, which is really hard to capture on camera, it turns out. But
God, I understand why you invented rainbows, but could you please also invent rain that doesn't give humidity to my hair? Thanks. Appreciate it.
but for reals, humidity. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now everybody say it with me.
That was easy.
I think this is going to be a new tradition. Bye. Also, this week my little sister took a trip to the woods. Nope, to the mountains. My little sister took a trip to the mountains.
Hear ye, hear ye. Well, oh, the lights are still on.
So apparently I should expect